a number of wearable devices can help improve our physical and emotional health. In this audio, several people talk about the Apollo Neuro device, starting with Julie Bjelland, a psychotherapist specializing in highly sensitive and neurodiverse people. The text is from posts of hers, but the voice is synthetic.
As highly sensitive people, we possess a unique and deep sensitivity to our surroundings and emotions, which grants us numerous strengths, including heightened empathy and creativity. However, this heightened sensitivity can also present challenges regarding sleep and resilience. The same acute awareness that allows us to pick up on subtle cues can make it difficult to unwind, leading to sleep disturbances. Additionally, our intense emotional responses to stressors can leave us more vulnerable to anxiety and reduced resilience. The Apollo wearable device can be helpful for us in many ways, especially if you are having a period of time where there are a lot of stressors happening at once, or you are struggling with anxiety or sleep issues. For example, we had a roof leak that damaged a section of my home's ceilings, walls, and floors, and it was stressful having so many people coming and going to fix it, and loud drilling noises. The vibrations of the device reduced my anxiety and helped me feel calmer. When I took it off, I noticed my heart rate increase and some anxiety come back. Surprised by how comforting it felt, I put it back on. The Apollo wearable utilizes gentle vibrations to influence the body's autonomic nervous system. The foundation of Apollo technology draws upon centuries of accumulated knowledge from various fields, including neuroscience, psychotherapy, psychiatry, psychology, biofeedback, and Eastern medicine practices like meditation, yoga, music, and massage.
I'm Dr. Dave Rabin, and I'm a psychiatrist, neuroscientist, and inventor. The human body is amazing, adaptive, and powerful, but it is not designed for the way we live. In the last 40 years, we have seen a rate of unprecedented change in how we work, live, and interact with each other. We built Apollo to put you back in the driver's seat. As a psychiatrist, my patients couldn't make progress unless they felt like they were in a space of relative safety. Adjusting daily routines to include healthier practices was really challenging when they were constantly stressed, and it always seemed easier to fall back into old familiar habits, even if it wasn't helping in the long run. Apollo helps break that cycle. Like a friend giving you a hug on a tough day, Apollo sends a signal to the emotional cortex of your brain that reminds us that you're good, you're safe, and that you're not actually in danger. Apollo Neuro actively changes your biometrics. Here's how. There are two major components to our nervous system. One is the parasympathetic nervous system, which is known as our rest and digest response that governs sleep, reproduction, immunity, and everything important for recovery. The other is the sympathetic nervous system, which is the fight or flight or freeze response that is triggered by stress and fear. Think racing heart, sweaty palms, freezing in place, and the desire to run away, often all at the same time. Most of us spend far more time in fight or flight sympathetic mode and not nearly enough time in rest and digest recovery parasympathetic mode. When we're overwhelmed and chronically stressed from lack of sleep, burnout, the news, or physical strain, our nervous system gets trained to be in fight or flight more of the time and recovery less often. This knocks us out of balance and makes sleep, focus, and feeling calm much harder. The goal is a balanced nervous system. Apollo Neuro was designed to restore that balance to your nervous system. It uses silent, soothing vibrations that train your nervous system to recover more quickly. These waves of vibration send safety signals to the brain, activating your parasympathetic nervous system and giving your body and mind a chance to recover. It helps restore your balance, making it easier to relax, focus, and get the restorative sleep you need. Apollo Neuro is new, but not really. While the tech is pioneering, the principle is as old as time. Stressful things will always come our way, and we can't control that, but we can control our reaction, how we adapt to it and grow from it.
Apollo works in the same way that deep breathing does, but through vibration on your skin. And so what it does is it sends a signal to your brain that says, hey, this email is not going to kill you. The traffic is not actually going to hurt you. And you have this moment of pause in the same way that you have in a moment of pause when you meditate or when you deep breathe, but in the moment that you need it and without you having to do anything.
It is the first device available on the market to modulate heart rate variability, which is the metric that measures your heart rate and stress level. The study out of the University of Minnesota has demonstrated that very effectively in terms of enhancing athletic performance, reducing blood pressure, reducing heart rate. That's very, very powerful.
Apollo was based on the neuroscience of touch and music, in that sound and music, when we listen to it or we're surrounded by it, it affects our body almost instantaneously without us having to really consciously do anything. But what it's doing to your nervous system is that it activates the touch receptors in your skin that feel vibration and that feel pressure, just like what happens when somebody holds your hand. Touch is the single most powerful sense that we have to allow us to feel that safety, to be ourselves. We've now tested in clinical trials and at universities and in a couple thousand beta testers in the real world, and all have had consistent results showing these same findings, that people who use this improve their focus consistently and their ability to recover from and perform under stress.
Thanks for listening. See the Creative Mind post for this podcast episode with links to resources and other material.